and welcome to the Brick Train Awards 2023 winners video. I'm Richard, one of the organisers. A quick thank you to some of the other organisers. So Levi, who's sitting in the background of this recording and acting as producer. Also to Henry, who's doing some stats, and Enrico, who's been helping organise judges and things in the background and can't make it today. Thanks again to our sponsors. So trixbricks.eu, custom train tracks and tiles and prints are our global sponsor again this year. habricks.com have sponsored our bricks. Our media sponsor is brick.is. And we also have trainbricks.com sponsoring the Steam logo category winners with some vouchers for rods. So we can move on. This year we had 693 entries, so slightly lower than previous years, I think. And 680 of those were accepted as entries. So we had some duplicates and some entries that we had to decline for other reasons, but 680 in total for the Brick Train Awards 2023. First up is the Americas region winners, and these will be introduced by our judges, Monty and Trace.
Yep. First, we've got Best Consist or Full Train. The Consist of Danger by MP Lines.
All right, our next winner in the Americas category for Best Steam Locomotive is Nickel Plate Road, Berkshire, number 763 by Glenn Holland.
Best Diesel is the Burlington Northern END SD70 Mac by Michael Ruzzi.
Next up is Best Electric Locomotive, which went to Washington and Old Dominion number 50 by Rob WD12.
We have the Best Other Locomotive, the Union Pacific Experimental Coal Turbine Electric Locomotive number 8080 by Pico Han.
Best Digital Locomotive went to EMD E8A Pennsylvania Railroad number 5711 by DMRR Wolf.
Best Passenger Wagon, CC&F Lightweight Coach by Calvin Bramble, JT Batchelder.
Best Freight Wagon in the Americas went to Central of Georgia Pullman Standard PS2 Hopper Car by Aaron Burnett.
Best Special Wagon, Carrollwood Bobber Caboose by Yellows Dot LXF.
Best Digital Wagon Model went to Lego Ransoms and Rapier 45-ton steam crane by Lego Train Builds.
Best T-Full Locomotive, McLeod River Railroad number 25 by Henry Mack.
Best T-Fall Wagon, New York Central Mark III Flexiban by Conrad Schlenker.
Best T-Full Display, Royal Lake Interurban Railway Pierside by Single Truck Shea Studios.
Okay, our next region is Asia and Australasia, and I will pass across to Damien and Alex for that region.
Okay, Best Consist Full Train is the KTX EUM by Lego X-Men 0628.
The best steam locomotive was the Class A1 60163 Tornado by Heltz.
The best diesel locomotive was the BRDP1 Deltic by British Bricks, Sam Sims.
Okay, best electric locomotive SNCF CC6510 Carcassonne by Katsuaki Matsubara.
Best other locomotive was the Mikatsu 4400 Articulated Narrow Gauge EMU by Sikiyama.
Best digital loco was the LNER A4 class Mallard steam train by Stumbled on the Brick.
Best passenger wagon, the JR East E26 Cassiopeia by U8.
The best freight wagon was the Trans Cereals Grain UAGPS class Hopper by J.M. Chisholm.
Best special wagon, the Asia Coast Railway Company class DMV 93 by Crossan Brickmaker.
Best digital wagon fictional suburban non-corridor bogie coach by Troniac 134.
Best T-foal locomotive, the EDI Comenge EMU by Max Production 16.
Best T-foal wagon, LB and SCR Stradley four-wheel coach by Seth Bricht.
Best T-foal display, Kichikahara Station by Grafton 1NJ.
Lovely, thank you. And our final region is Europe and the Middle East. And we'll be passing across to Donat and Will to run us through the winners for that before we move on to the global winners.
The best consist in Europe was the Orient Express by Malersky.
Best steam locomotive was Deutsche Bundesbahn BR 56.2-8 by Nick Kleinfelder.
The best diesel locomotive in Europe is KUF 2 4293 by Thomas Thies.
The best electric locomotive is the NS Motorpost 3029 by Thies.
The best other locomotive is Swedish class S1 264T in 1 to 32.5 scale by Sven.
The best digital locomotive is the Stadler Flirt UK by Hod Carrier.
The best passenger wagon is the SVB APM Panorama car by TBX Nicholas.
The best freight wagon is the Sims PKP Cargo by Mateus 92.
The best special wagon is Placer and Tourer 08275 Unimat Sprinter by Swank.
The best digital wagon model is the Medway His by Sergio Batista.
The best T-foal locomotive is Mávstart ABP Mod Desiro DMU by Barnabás Fodor.
The best T-foal wagon is the DR Salonwagen Commandantenwagen by Tillman D.
And the best T-foal display in Europe is Kisdonát Station, a typical modern Hungarian branch line station by Donát Szűcs.
Okay, and now time for the global winners for the Brick Train Awards 2023. First up, we have a new award, which is the Best Community Project, which recognises a project in the LEGO train fandom which benefits the community. And this goes to openlgauge.eu. Congratulations. The public vote winner was the Mercury by Court Christopher in the Americas. The best individual group display goes to Studdington by Ben Rogers in Europe. The best consist goes to the Orient Express by Malersky in Europe. The best steam locomotive goes to Nickel Plate Road, Berkshire 763 by Glenn Holland. The best diesel locomotive goes to KUF 2 4293 by Thomas T.S. in Europe. The best electric loco goes to SNCF CC6510 by Katsuhara Matsubara in Asia. Best other locomotive goes to Swedish class S1 by Sven J in Europe. Best digital locomotive goes to Stadler Flirt UK by Hod Carrier. Best passenger wagon goes to SBB APM Panorama car by TBX Nicholas in Europe. Best freight wagon goes to Central of Georgia Pullman Standard PS2 hopper car by Aaron Burnett in Americas. Best special wagon goes to Placer and Thura 08275 Unimat Sprinter by Sven K in Europe. Best Best digital wagon model goes to Lego Ransoms and Rapier 45-ton steam crane by Lego Train Builds in the Americas. Best T-foil locomotive goes to EDI Comeng EMU by Max Production 16 in Asia and Australasia. Best T-foil wagon goes to New York Central Mark III Flexivan by Conrad Schlenker in the Americas. And finally, best T-foil display goes to Royal Lake Interbourbon Railway Pierside by Single Truckshare Studios in the Americas. So thank you very much for everyone who entered this year and who's been interacting on social media. I think you can agree we had a really high standard of models again. It was nice to see everybody's models, whether you won or not. Thank you very much to our judges, and I'm sure most people don't appreciate how much time goes into judging, hours and hours to decide which models will make it. So thank you to our European and Middle East judges, Tamas, Will and Donat. Thank you to our Americas judges, Monty and Trace, and to our Asian and Australasian judges, Damien, Alex and Maseo. Thank you very much for tuning in. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you to Levi for acting as producer on the video and doing all the editing, even though he's not slept for well over 24 hours by now. And a final thank you to our sponsors. So thank you to trainedbricks.com, HA Bricks, bricks.is, and also to our global sponsor, trixbricks.eu. And hopefully we'll see you again for Brick Train Awards next year.